Hello, this is Gerald Salenti, and it's Tuesday, April 30th, 2024. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. Anyway, the new Trends Journal's coming out soon, and here's the cover. Dun, da, da, da. Kent State 2.0. Stormtroopers will beat and kill campus protesters for peace. That's right. We're going to get to that in a minute, but I want to talk about the economy first. Woof, gold took a hit today, down over $50. Tomorrow, the feds are going to come out and say whether or not they're going to lower interest rates. They're going to lower them. It's just going to be when. And the guess is when you look at the Dow today, diving 570 points, that they're going to hold off lowering interest rates. So again, the lower interest rates go, the deeper the dollar falls. The deeper the dollar falls, the higher gold prices go up. I had forecast that they would be lowering rates by now. So we missed it. But it's going to happen because you can see what's going up over there in Canada. Again, first you look at the US GDP numbers that just came out last week. They were terrible. They were very weak. And same thing's happening in Canada. So now the Bank of Canada is reversing. And they're saying, okay, we're going to lower interest rates. They're going to do the same thing in the EU. They're going to lower interest rates. So if they're all lowering interest rates, they're going to pressure the United States to lower interest rates because the dollar will get so strong that the value of these currencies will go down. And you're already seeing the Canadian, loony taking a hit already. Looney Tunes, because you got a loony up there that's too dope. But anyway, so that's on that front. And then on the oil front, as we said, should the Israel war escalate and they ramp it up against Iran, you're going to see oil prices, Brent crude hit $130 a barrel plus. And that'll crash equity markets and the global economy because it goes back to inflation. Now let's go back to inflation again. It's not going away. You look at the numbers that came out today. People are eating less junk food, can't afford it. McDonald's is down. Starbucks is down. People are buying less. They can't afford it. Inflation's going up. It's costing more. Again, you look at your Trends Journal this week. For example, PepsiCo is reporting, higher profits. Wait a minute. You have less sales. Oh, you're charging more money. So the consumers are getting hit. And then again, there's a whole article in this week's Trends Journal about what's going on in the housing market. And again, to subscribe to the Trends Journal, you go to trendsjournal.com. It's the grand total of $2.56 a week. A crappy cup of at Starbucks is more than that for a cup of coffee. But anyway, so that's on the economic front. And where's oil going? Well, today we just heard from Netanyahu, or Netanyahu, the murderer over there. Netanyahu vows to invade Rafah, quote, with or without a ceasefire deal with Hamas. Israeli Prime Minister, this is from AP, pledged Tuesday to launch an incursion into the southern city of Gaza, where hundreds of thousands of Palestinians are sheltering for the almost 7-month war. Just as ceasefire negotiations between Israel and Hamas appear to be gaining steam. Again, bombing the shit out of these people in front of everybody's eyes under the fucking crap that those little whores, those little scumbag shitheads in the media sell. Well, Israel said that Hamas is using these people as human shields. Who the fuck are you talking to? You're bombing the shit out of hospitals, schools. churches, mosques, homes. And now you're going to invade. Oh, yeah, we're going to get Hamas. They're hiding there. They're hiding there. Where is the outrage? Oh, there is outrage. And it's on the college campuses. And again, it's your cover of your Trends Journal magazine. Kent State 2.0. Because they're coming out against them all. Yep. They're calling them anti-Semites that are protesting. Oh, Jill Stein got arrested. Oh, Jill Stein is Jewish. Oh, she was at Washington University. Yeah. A lot of Jewish people are protesting here. You have some agents provocateurs that they're putting their focus on. Oh, this is what this one did. Yeah, how about the other thousands? Now it's tens of thousands. How about them? No. We're only going to make it look like it's anti-Semitic and these are crazy people. So we're only going to go after the few crazies. Yep. Jewish students refute claims of anti-Semitism at pro-Palestinian protests. And this is from the Middle East Monitor. Now, Jewish students participating in protests, which have been largely organized by pro-Palestinian and Jewish groups, categorically refute the anti-Semitism allegations. Jewish students wore T-shirts reading, "We are Jews who say stop shooting," in Gaza, and even held Jewish Passover rituals to affirm their identity as Jews who oppose Israel's policy toward Palestine. In Bell University, hundreds of students gathered in the university's main square and sat around a drawn paper symbolizing the traditional Seder banquet. Again, at the Seder near little Chucky Schumer's house, you had thousands of Jewish people protesting, calling for a ceasefire. But they're degrading this as an anti-Semitic movement. Again, you're not allowed to speak about peace. You are prohibited. U.S. campus protests akin to 1930s Nazis, Netanyahu said. This is reminiscent of what happened in German universities in the 1930s. It's unconscionable. It has to be stopped. It has to be condemned, and condemned unequivocally. Who the fuck are you to say what should we be doing in our country? Who the fuck are you? You're murdering people in front of everybody's eyes. And now, by the way, the polls are showing in Israel that the majority don't want Netanyahu out of there. Yep. How things change. But hey, even Bernie Sanders hits back at Netanyahu over anti-Semitic claims. No, Mr. Netanyahu, Bernie said. He's Jewish. Bernie's Jewish. It's not anti-Semitic. It's not pro-Hamas. I want to point that out. In a little over 6 months, your extremist government has killed over 34,000 Palestinians and wounded more than 78,000, Sanders said, stressing that 70% of these were women and children. He went on to state that it's not anti-Semitic to point out that Israel's bombing has completely destroyed more than 221,000 housing units in Gaza. Mr. Netanyahu, anti-Semitism is a vile and disgusting form of bigotry that has done unspeakable harm to many millions of people, Sanders said. But please do not insult the intelligence of the American people by attempting to distract us from the immoral and illegal policies of your extremist and racist government. It is not anti-Semitic to hold you accountable for your actions, which, by the way, according to the definition, is genocide. The deliberate and systematic destruction of a group of people because of their ethnicity, nationality, religion, or race. And we put in your Trends Journal all of the racist comments coming from Smotrich, Ben-Gvir, the other people in Israel, telling us to wipe out the Gallant, the IDF head, that they're human animals, one after another, get them out of there. And then I read the article about little Jared Kushner over there saying this is valuable oceanfront property. We got to move him out, put him in the desert. Genocide. But you're not allowed to say it. And you got to go to this link. Two little fucking pieces of shit. And I even called them that. Interrupting me, cutting me off, calling me stupid. What I'm saying is rubbish. As I'm trying to read the definition from the Encyclopedia Britannica. Two little clowns, and these two little clowns perfectly represent the moronic talking heads of the mainstream media. They're over there in the UK. Little guy by the name of Wales looks like a whale with his fat fucking face and dressed like a fucking piece of shit. Arrogant guy calling me one of the most ignorant people he's ever met. Oh, yeah. Hey, ignorant fuckface. Trends 2000, international best-selling book. Oh, trend tracking. Far better than Megatrends, Time Magazine. Weekly Trends Journal. Yep. These are the people running the show and ruining our lives that are being promoted as those who we should listen to. And you got this other little clown boy, perfect clown, Bill Maher. Yeah, he always looks like you. Sure, I know everything. Bill Maher slams pro-Palestinian protesters as ignorant, unemployed narcissists. I don't even want to go on. A little fuckface piece of shit. This is who they quote. So going back to your Trends Journal, you got to read the economic update and the market overviews. It's serious what's going on. It's going to change for better and for worse in some sections and others. Again, each week, this is going on about 80 weeks now, we've been putting on all the job losses, the people being fired, businesses going out of business that they're not reporting on, and the banks going bust. This is a big article in here. It's going to happen, and it's going to crash the economy, and it's going to crash the equity markets. Again, when the economy fails, jobs go with it, going out of business trends. What's going on with copper prices, why they're going up, and what to expect. The yen just hit a 34-year low. Yeah, they're trying to artificially prop it up. It ain't working. What's going to happen and why? Again, this is serious stuff going on about the luxury brands, where they're going. I just mentioned, the big news today was McDonald's is down, because people can't afford to eat shit, don't have the money to pay for it. But anyway, and then again, top trends 2024, banks go bust, office building bust, what's going on in China, and the Israel war, the Ukraine war, special guest articles by Colonel Douglas McGregor, Phil Giraldi, Mercolas, John and Nisha Whitehead. Divide and conquer the government's propaganda of fear and fake news. You got it. Fake news, we're giving you the real news. News you could use. Your trends are your friend, and we're giving to you like nobody else in the world. Trends in geopolitics. Yep. Walking Dead Senator McConnell pushing for bigger U.S. military budget. Era of peace is over in Europe. One after another in Europe is saying this. They're ramping up World War III. Whole sections in high-tech science, whole sections in AI, and of course, a whole section in technocracy by Joe Duran and what's going on there. And one of his articles is Net Zero, Zero Need, Less than zero human benefits. Yep. Again, whole sections on AI. We're giving you everything we can to give you the best we can. So subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens. And again, as I feel about these shitty politicians, these little fuck faces, you want to get our shirt. Hey, politicians, who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? And here's the back. Boopity back, boopity beep. And you get this by going to trendsjournal.com and hit shop. And also tomorrow, don't forget, I'll be on with Judge Andrew Napolitano. We're going through serious times now. Again, watch what's going on in these equity markets. This is real. And they're going to do everything they can to fiscal and monetary stimulus to try to get this thing back up. But it's not going to work this time. Again, it's all in your Trends Journal. Read history before it happens. Thank you.